And CJ, I know I'm not your coach, okay? I'm not your coach. I'm not there on the sideline with CJ. But we on this channel at least talked about this last week. Just take the sack. Just take the sack. Because what in the Will Levis did I just see you do with an AFC Championship game on the line? No, that was the most infuriating play. At least for me. That is the most infuriating play that I have seen all postseason. And welcome back to Mischief Entertainment, man. As you can see on the screen, we are reacting to the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots, man. My last football playoff reaction of the week. Man. And let me say, this isn't a blind reaction, but we is here to see how this went down. We here to see how it happened. We here to discuss it. We here to talk about it. We here to talk about and do all those things just because we like football, but also because we got the championship games coming up next week, man. So we got to study. You know, we got to see. We got to analyze. We got to do all those things to see what's the chances that the Patriots actually go back to the Super Bowl. It kind of feels very fast for the Patriots. It feels like Tom Brady was just there. Now y'all already back in the AFC Championship game. It's absolutely crazy. Now, we got to talk about my prediction from last week, right? We got to talk. I said the Houston Texans would win this game. But I also had stipulations. I had a few stipulations. I said if CJ Stroud and Maye both had 0 turnovers, then I would pick the Texans to win this game. And that was my stipulation, really. CJ Stroud couldn't have more turnovers than Maye. That was really my stipulation. I sit up here today knowing that the Patriots won this game, so I'm just going to guess that CJ Stroud had at least like 2-3 turnovers. Maybe a couple picks or a couple fumbles, and they weren't able to get the job done. Besides that, I don't know nothing else about the game. It's going to be a short intro. Let's analyze the Patriots. Let's see what we see from the Patriots. Because y'all remember, too, the week before this, I said, from what I saw from the Patriots that week, I don't know if they got enough. But maybe they got it together. I said Maye is his first playoff appearance, first playoff game, first all of that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe he's a little nervous, so maybe he got together. But that's pretty much it for the intro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get to the video.
That's that battle and that matchup in this game. You saw Ramondre Stevenson slip and then able to start his engines and carry it forward after the catch for 9 yards. And we'll look at this Houston defense. Derek Stingley is their all-pro corner, about as good as it gets. Here's Stevenson, nice bounce. First down plus. Written out by Bullock.
He kind of runs strong.
On first down, here is a toss. Henderson, the rookie, is brought down in the backfield by Petrie.
4th and 1. Are they on their own side of the football? I mean, on side of the field? No, they was on the other side of the field.
Douglas, touchdown, Patriots on 4th and 1.
I like it. I like it.
On 3rd down and 8. Stroud protected.
He holds on to that football for a while.
Schultz is tight end. Big play. Dalton Schultz out of bounds.
That's a huge play.
To come away with points of their own. Play action. Stroud in trouble. Throws and he's got.
All right, Stroud, come on, man.
Made by Higgins.
I know I might have got the prediction wrong, but I know you didn't play horrible, Stroud. You know, I was out there rooting for you. I was out there saying your name. You know what I'm saying? You can't come out here playing horrible.
First down might have been a face mask. I don't see a flag thrown as Kirk is good. Defensive lineman. So now 3rd and goal from back near the 7. Stroud floats it, marks, incomplete. It's 4th down. See if the Texans can get on the board, and they can.
Remind me, Nico Collins didn't play this game, right? Nico Collins out with an injury, right?
Patriots took advantage of it. A couple of missed plays. Couple of good plays, and this is incomplete over the middle. It was tipped by Derek Barnett.
3rd and 10, Texas defense. 3rd and 10, Texas defense.
The Patriots, Maye, ball is out, knocked out by Hunt.
Fall on the football.
Still loose. And the Patriots,
I ain't gonna pause it, but I'm tired of these big guys trying to pick it up and run with it instead of just falling on the football.
By Higgins. And they're going to mark Jaden Higgins just short of first down yardage. He gets 9.
Go for it. Aggressive. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go for it.
Nick Chubb, his first carry.
You get that. You got that.
Concussion late in the third quarter at Pittsburgh. He's their Pro Bowl receiver. Two big weapons not available. Stroud throws it, and diving try for the interception by Davis. And it's an interception.
It didn't look to me like he did, but let's take a look.
It's an interception. First down. New England.
His knee's in.
Yeah, one knee equals 2 feet is what I once heard, but it sure does look like it's in. It's close as to whether or not it was on the line, but it looks good to me, Russell.
I agree, Troy. It looks like that knee is in. Even if it rolls out, it's not like a heel toe. Then he needs
he in. Y'all see how I was looking at the screen, man?
Sure
Listen,
CJ
this has been a
Stroud
crazy week for play calling, man.
throw.
I was staring. Yeah, he in. He caught that, bro. He caught that.
CJ
He caught that.
Stroud
And sitting here watching this, I'm more confused on what was going on with Stroud and Christian Kirk on that route. What just happened? It almost looked like the receiver didn't even track the football in the air. Like he never found it. He never saw it coming his way. That's almost what it was like.
Maye turned around. There was no one there, so he goes forward. Let's take a look at the end of this. Oh, yeah, that was punched out by Togiai.
That's such a great job by Togiai. He has been a playmaker throughout the year, and especially to close out the season. I tell you, the defense trying to take control of this thing, much like they did last week. Offense is struggling. They turn the ball over. They got to put it in their own hands, and they get the takeaway and set up this offense.
The Texans offense. That's what you were worried about the whole time. The entire time. I know it.
On first down, Stroud flips it. Higgins with a catch.
I like that. That's about 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Let's go.
Fisher in the ball game for that. Big hit by Ellis.
Patriots defense.
No gain.
3rd and 4.
Here they come. Stroud. End zone. Kirk. Touchdown.
Zero blitz. Nobody in the middle of the field. Here they come. And even with a ball that's thrown behind Christian Kirk, he's able to use his body and hold off the defender just enough. You see, Marcus Jones is in coverage. Kirk's running to the outside route, and a ball that's behind him.
The defender never turned his head around to see where the football was at.
Maye able to get out to
Texas defense.
Wins that foot race and gets the first down.
Over the left tackle, rookie Will Campbell, with some of the struggles he had last week.
Working against Morgan Moses here. This one is down the sideline and incomplete. With Kyle Williams the target, it's 4th down and another stop by this Texans defense. In trouble. That ball is up for grabs. Picked off. Back the other way, Jones. He is in for the touchdown. Caleb on Chason had pressure. That ball was up for grabs.
Nah, bro. I gotta pause and I gotta pause it now because we talked about this last week. And CJ, I know I'm not your coach, okay? I'm not your coach. I'm not there on the sideline with CJ. But we on this channel at least talked about this last week. Just take the sack. Just take the sack. Because what in the Will Levis did I just see you do with an AFC Championship game on the line? No, that was the most infuriating play, at least for me. That is the most infuriating play that I have seen all postseason. Stressing the issue too much. There was no need for that. You just threw it up. Just take the sack. It's okay. Defense been playing well. The game, which y'all ahead at that point, was it 10-7 because they just took that back and scored. It's 10-7. You up on the scoreboard. Like, come on, CJ. Come on, see, like what in the Will Levis did I just watch?
2nd down and 11, blitz coming, pass is caught by Hutchinson, and he spins for the first down.
Looks like they're coming again.
It's Marks. Well played.
Helping turn this defense around in New England.
This one is off the hands and picked off. Hutchinson couldn't make the catch, and Craig Woodson did. Turnover number 3 by the Texans on offense.
Yeah, this looked like one that should have been caught. Hutchinson, it's a little high, but yet you expect your receiver to make that play. I mentioned Woodson. He's been sitting tight. He's middle safety, but he's not playing all that deep. He's hanging in there, and because of that, he was in a perfect position then to be able to make the play on the football.
They're going to bring the ball back because
Moving
he was
on the field
touched.
is an interception. However, he was down by contact at the 48-yard line. It'll be New England's ball, 1st and 10.
Now that one was out of CJ's hands, you know, a little bit. He did throw it a little high, so he does deserve a little blame on it. But it's just like,
not last week and certainly not today. In 6 quarters of play, 6 turnovers for CJ Stroud.
like, oh look, man, from last game, right, to this game, right, to this quarter, like he said, right, 6 turnovers. Never did I ever expect to see a performance like this out of CJ Stroud. What is going on? He has, I believe, 3 interceptions so far. 2 of them, I would put blame on him. As in, you shouldn't have done it. It was a bad mistake. It was a rookie mistake, and that you're not even no rookie. We had you up next, brother.
It's off the edge. Petrie. Maye is.
See, look, nah, I got to do it. You see how Drake Maye tried to make something happen, but at the end of the day, he just kind of took the sack. Hold on, I ain't mean to skip. He just kind of took the sack. You know what I'm saying? CJ, young quarterbacks out there in the future, sometimes you just got to take a sack. Sometimes you got to take a loss, right? You got to take a loss to get a greater win, okay? I'm getting very philosophical on y'all today. Sometimes you got to take a loss because you're destined for a greater win later down the road. You get what I'm saying? It's okay. All right, let's switch back to the video, man. They gonna put it, yeah, exactly where we left off. My bad for switching the video on accident.
And then able to start his engines and carry it.
Oh, no, not exactly where we left off. Hold on, let me see. I believe it was about 10-7. It was about 10-7. Pardon the interruption. No, it wasn't 10-7. It was 10-14. They just scored that touchdown. So, yeah, then he threw another interception. So we should be about right here. Pardon the interruption. Yeah, we exactly right here. Look at that. Okay, hold on. Y'all get like, comment, subscribe for finding exactly where it was at in the video. Just ask.
3 points off 3 turnovers. They're trying to turn it in again. Here's Henry. It's 4th down. As Henry is brought down by Alshire and To'o. They're 2 linebackers. Stroud with hands on him, just throws it right into the ground. It's an incomplete pass, not a fumble. Pressure by Barmore.
If they're able to come away with some scores like they did last week, even better, but you're asking a lot from this group.
Wide open is Booty. Keyshawn Booty makes a move and takes it inside the 30.
Because they have run the football as well as anybody the last 5 games.
Little play action, strong throw. Booty takes it inside the 10. Perfect throw from Drake Maye and a gain of 18. Maye, end zone, the catch, the touchdown.
Great catch, but this is just hard to watch. No, this is hard to watch. This is absolutely hard to watch. 3 turnovers through the two quarters of play. And up because last drive, right, it was just an incompletion. They punted it away. Now the Patriots are scoring. But so far, before that, right, through 2 quarters of play, 3 turnovers. And the score is 10-14. If I am on the Texans, I'm sick. I am sick because they're still in the ball game somehow. Even when it was 10, it's 10-14. If you got 3 turnovers, if you tell me a team's going to have 3 turnovers, right, in the first 2 quarters of football, I would say blowout. I would say they're getting blown out. The Texans are down by 4 points. You know, they're going to add this touchdown on that Diggs just scored. Then it's going to be 21-10. But up until then, it was just 4. Like, bro, this is sickening to watch. This is sickening to watch. And I'm not even a Texans fan. This is for the love of the game. This is for the love of the game. Yes, that was a great catch. That was a great catch. Shout out Diggs. Shout out Stephon Diggs, man.
Read in coverage, and he's trying to make a play on the football, but just strong hands by Stephon Diggs in a bigger deficit than where they already are.
They get the ball to start the second half. Here is Marks, and he's dragged down by Barmore.
And
as of right now, it just looked like
Second down and 14.
the Texans have no momentum. They have no swagger. They have no suave.
Across all of the ESPN platforms. First down at the New England 49. Play action. Stroud is picked again by Carlton Davis.
Talk about it a lot, Joe. Balls that are thrown behind with that kind of coverage, this is what's going to happen. Carlton Davis, who I mentioned, had not had an interception this year. You talked about earlier that being his first in the postseason. Now he's got 2. He's had a good game. He just got called for pass interference to kind of set this up. But he makes a heck of a play on the football that's thrown behind him. It looked initially like maybe he's bobbling it, but he gets it. And, boy, there is nothing that's gone right for CJ Stroud.
Extra man on the rush. And this on 3rd and 7 is incomplete. And again,
has to be smart.
Steps up and he'll go. Flag is down. And so is Stroud. Short of first down yardage as Milton Williams makes that play. Will be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Back to work. Drake Maye wanted to air it out. And this ball comes out. Forced fumble by Will Anderson. And this joins the defense for Houston. He's back near the end zone. It's Hail Mary time out of the right hand of Drake Maye, and there's a chance in the end zone, and it's picked off by Jamarcus Ingram.
In the first half, and they just got to take it. It's cliche, but just one play at a time.
Here's a throw, and a nice throw at that. Spinning catch by Hutchinson. Back to Marks. Bends it back in one of his better runs of the ball game. Tight formation on 3rd and 2. Stroud rolls right, and this is broken up. Great play made by Marcus Jones.
You gotta go
for it. Of 25 yards.
You didn't go for
easy on this cold, wet day, and Fairbairn knocks it through.
Maybe I'm a little. All right, man. I don't know why I cut out again. Listen, I've been doing more recording than actually like video and equipment maintenance, but I caught it as soon as it happened. Real quick, let me finish what I was saying, man. I would have went for it because I just need to see that y'all want it. You know what I'm saying? And I know the defense has been playing well, but the last 2 weeks, right, the offense hasn't. We have high tosses, not understandable throws. We just don't understand who he was throwing it to. We have messed up snaps. They had like 5 messed up snaps last week. To go from 5 messed up snaps and like 5 turnovers last game to get to this game and to have as many turnovers as they do have, I just need to see something from somebody. I don't care that Nico Collins is hurt. I need to CJ Stroud. You gotta. Hey man, listen. This is why we play 4 quarters of football. I would have went for it because I need to see some heart out there on the field. I want to see some heart.
I can't make the tackle. Yes, he can by the jersey as he drags down Ramondre Stevenson. 6th tackle for a loss by this Texans defense. Shortest 3rd down they've faced. Anderson knocked it out, and it's recovered by Alshire. Will Anderson Jr.
Y'all took the field goal. It's 13-21. Y'all got a chance to steal this Texans defense. CJ Stroud, man, you could have had 2 turnovers and y'all could have still possibly won this game. But 3 in the first 2 quarters, and I'm not sure if you've done another one since then. It's absolutely egregious.
There's not many left tackles in football are going to be able to hold up, let alone.
Look at this defense, man. Saving the day, keeping y'all in the game, giving y'all a chance, and this offense just can't get right. They can't even snap the football right, man.
Yeah, we talked with Josh McDaniels, and part of the key coming into this game was Drake Maye understanding when he was getting help on the edges and when they were not giving help to those 2 edge rushers. Maye might have been able to do it, step up a little bit harder, but a great play by Anderson.
Stroud is brought down by Chason. 3rd quarterback hit of the game for Caleb on Chason. 2nd and 18. Stroud over the middle. Sliding catches made by Higgins and the rookie from Iowa State. 2nd and 8, delayed handoff. It's Marks. He ran into a wall, lost a shoe. Ball comes out. Patriots are on it. He lost a shoe, and then the
Moving
football.
on the field is a fumble recovered by New England for a first down.
He got the crown of the football and yanked it out. He had, like, that's what I'm call it. He just.
Watch Christian Gonzalez rip it out.
This is amazing how many turnovers we have watched in this game.
That is the 8th. Are the Patriots. It's 3rd and 8. Safe play. Stevenson, no chance. And Stingley came up to knock him out.
And that play call right there tells you how much respect Josh McDaniels, and it would be there.
3rd down and 7. Stroud, sideline. One-handed try.
Flag.
Jaden
Could have told you the flag was coming there.
Carlton Davis may be guilty of his 2nd pass interference of the night and his 3rd of the playoffs. And he is.
Yeah, there's a grab, and that's
Pass
what
interference. Defense number 7.
anything he can do to add to or shorten the distance on a
Wide receiver did get away with a little something now.
Stroud, low throw. It was a catch. And the young man from Hawaii.
In particular, it could be easier to throw in the snow. Troy, you've mentioned that as well.
Here is one drop to Hooper. And the tight end with a catch and run.
Rain and it's snow falling. You should see these quarterbacks grip the football better.
They put Maye on the move, and he gets brought down from behind by Daniil Hunter. Anderson coming off the edge. Maye steps into it, takes a shot downfield, and caught for the touchdown. Kayshon Boutte.
Ball game. Ball game.
Pretty amazing.
Ball.
Great throw, outstanding catch by Kayshon Boutte. That's some of the things that we've seen from him throughout this season.
That was nasty, man. Hold on, man. That was nasty. That's ball game. Shout out Kayshon
On this
Boutte.
possession, he got called for the penalty, and then they take him deep for the touchdown.
Can't do it any better than number 9 did right there. On 3rd down, Stroud has to escape to his right, throws behind Stover, incomplete. Stover hurt. Here's the punt by Townsend. And it's going to stop, and what an effort downfield as it's held inside the 5 is Tremon Smith. 3rd down and 7. Maye complete. Diggs.
Now they still got a chance to come back. The Texans, like, I don't know if I told y'all, but I didn't know the final score. So I don't know the final score. At this point, we just, and we had 145 left in the quarter. At this point, we just analyze it for the Patriots.
And a 1st down. Let's turn our attention to the Texans. They came into this game having won 10 straight.
I think they're both very deserving. And kudos to Matthew Stafford for the year that he had.
Stroud is going to float it downfield. Hutchinson. It is incomplete. Garrett Stidham will make that start.
Leave Drake Maye on the screen. Leave Drake Maye on the screen. Oh, let's talk about the Texans. I still, to this point, like everything about the Texans. Just a lot of injuries. You know, Nico, I believe, because Nico Collins got injured one time, and then Tank Dell got hurt, and then I believe CJ Stroud even got hurt this year. It seems like the offense is a little injury prone, which is always tough for the Texans to deal with. Other than that, I like the Texans. I like the Texans a lot, man. I picked y'all to win this game because even looking at the scoreboard, I felt like y'all you got to kind of like, I don't want to say exclude the offense, but the turnovers. I kind of like the Texans better than I like the Patriots, but I can tell you right now, any team with that many turnovers is not going to win the ball game. That's why when I was giving my prediction for this video, turnovers was such a crucial part. I thought the defense would be able to do their thing, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the Patriots and, dang, I don't want to use the same analogy I used for Josh Allen, but the Patriots were just a run-of-the-mill average team in my eyes so far. What I've seen from their first playoff game, it wasn't like, wow, this team is coming. It wasn't like, wow, this is the best team in the AFC. It wasn't none of that. They won the game, and I appreciate, I mean, you got to have a certain amount of appreciation for that, but there's nothing about the Patriots to me that just says Super Bowl winner to them. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about the Patriots. But again, as far as the prediction goes, I said Texans have to get the turnovers down. As far as the Patriots going forward, though, because the statement I just made was just about their first playoff game. That's what that was about. Now, taking both playoff games into account, right? Both playoff games into account, I think I got the Broncos next week. And let me tell you why I got the Broncos, right? So we talked about this Texans defense. I'm essentially thinking, for the most part, that we're going to get, you know how I said CJ Stroud had to keep the turnovers down. The defense is good. They can win. Well, I don't think Bo Nix is going to have 3 turnovers in the first 2 quarters. Let me say that, okay? I don't think he's going to do that. With that being said, I feel like they're almost essentially playing like another Houston Texans next week. You get what I'm saying? They're playing another Houston Texan type team next week. You know what I'm saying? The defense, absolutely amazing. It just comes down to the offense and some of the things that's going on. When Bo Nix played Josh Allen, the only thing that y'all said, the only thing that was keeping them, that could possibly keep them from winning that game is if it turned into a shootout. People didn't know if they could win a shootout against the Bills. But the Patriots will find themselves next week playing against another Texans-type team. Very good on defense, and I'm expecting a lot less turnovers, right, from the Broncos next week. So as of right now, I got the Broncos winning. I got the Broncos winning. I got the Broncos winning. Decent game. I don't want to say the turnovers saved y'all, and maybe that's a little bit about it too. When you get that many turnovers, maybe you just want to win the game. There was like no need to show nothing special, no need to go over the top. You know, we just gonna win this game. They're averaging 2 turnovers a quarter. Let's just make sure we're not the person to lose this game. And maybe the Patriots had that type of mindset, and that's why I'm not sitting here amazed and wow. But as of right now, I got the Broncos winning next week. That's gonna be the reaction video. Absolutely crazy seeing my boy CJ Stroud with all the turnovers. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. And then the Will Levis moment. I don't think I can let that go. The running backwards, defender in your face. I'm just going to throw it up. I don't think I can let that go. All right, guys, I got to go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. We out.